Good morning, friends. I am Pritam Bhatt. Today, I have started my new YouTube channel to teach biology and biotechnology related concepts. Today, I am going to teach molecular basis of inheritance. In this, I shall deal with what is DNA and what is the structure of DNA. Introduction. One of the remarkable property of living being is their ability to reproduce, which helps to continue the species and maintain the continuity of life. The new individual produced broadly resemble the parents and also show variation and combination of traits of both the parent at the same time. How these traits are inherited and what makes them to look dissimilar was unrevealed by Mendel and his successors over a century ago. Now, we know that expression and transmission of traits are due to the discrete stable unit called genes, which are located in chromosome in a linear fashion at specific position called loci. And genes are nothing but deoxyribose nucleic acid, that is DNA. And in some case, like viruses, it may be RNA. To understand the molecular basis of inheritance, first we have to deal with or study the central dogma of life. The information present in DNA in the form of base sequence in chromosome is transferred to mRNA, and this mRNA is transferred to protein. This one-way flow of genetic information is called as central dogma of molecular biology or central dogma of life. DNA is converted to mRNA by the process called transcription, and mRNA is translated to protein by process called translation. This central dogma of life was first reported by Tamin and Baltimore in the year 1970. The central dogma of life is the base of life on Earth and required to control all the biological processes. To study or to get knowledge about DNA, first we have to study what is nucleic acid. Nucleic acid are a biopolymer or a small biomolecules essential to all known form of life. It was first isolated by Frederick in 1869 from the nucleus of pus cells, and he named it as or he called it as nuclein. There are two types of nucleic acid, deoxyribose nucleic acid and ribose nucleic acid, which are composed of nucleotides. To study the structure of DNA, first we have to study what is nucleoside and what is nucleotide. Nucleoside are the organic compounds which consist of nitrogenous bases and a 5 carbon sugar. Whenever a 5 carbon sugar is attached to a nitrogenous base forms nucleoside. There are 5 types of nucleoside, that is adenosine, guanosine, thymidine, uridine and cytidine. When these nucleosides are attached with a one phosphate group forms nucleotide. So nucleotides are organic compounds which contain a nitrogenous basis, a 5 carbon sugar with a one phosphate group. So we have now studied what is nucleic acid, what is nucleoside and what is nucleotide. So we can move to the study of DNA. In eukaryotic cell, DNA is mainly present in nucleus as a major component of chromosome. It is called as nuclear DNA. This nuclear DNA is present in nucleus by the combination of protein known as histone. In addition to this, a small amount of DNA is also present in cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast. These DNA are known as cytoplasmic or organellar or extranuclear DNA. In prokaryotic cells, these DNA are not so developed. These DNA are directly placed or occur in cytoplasm as a naked chromosomes. DNA is a long polymer of deoxyribose nucleic acid. The length of DNA is usually defined as the number of nucleotide. So more the number of nucleotide, more the length of DNA. For example, bacteriophage, it has a 5386 nucleotides, whereas E. coli has 4.6 into 10 to the power of 6 base pairs, and a haploid content of human DNA has 3.3 to 10 to the power of 9 base pairs. Next, we shall jump into the structure of DNA. chemical structure of DNA was first explained by P.A. Levin. Chemically, DNA is composed of three different components as follows. First one is pentose sugar, second nitrogenous base, and third one is phosphate sugar group. So, pentose sugar. Pentose sugar is a 5 carbon atom containing sugar. The pentose sugar present in DNA is known as deoxyribose. The chemical formula of deoxyribose is C5H10O4. Nitrogenous bases. These are nitrogen containing organic bases derived from the 6-membered aromatic benzene ring structure. There are two types of nitrogenous bases, purine, pyrimidine. Purine are a double ring structure, that is adenine and guanine, whereas pyrimidine are a single ring structure, that is cytosine and thymine. Phosphate group. It is derived from a phosphoric acid. This phosphate group acts as a connecting link between the 3 carbon of one pentose sugar and 5 carbon of adjacent sugar ring in a polynucleotide by forming phosphoester bond or phosphodiester bond. So phosphate groups are bridge between two ring carbon sugar ring. To study the DNA structure, the famous DNA model is Watson-Crick model of DNA structure. In 1953, James Watson and F. Crick, based on X-ray diffraction data produced by M. Wilkins and R. Franklin, proposed a very simple but famous double helix model for the structure of DNA. They told that DNA is in the double helical model. It is made up of two polynucleotide chains or strands coiled spirally around the central axis to form a double helix, where the backbone is constituted by sugar phosphate and nitrogenous bases project inside. So they told what they told is the DNA has a two strand. One strand is connected to another strand by phosphodiester bond. The two chains have anti-parallel polarity. It means one chain has a polarity of 5' to 3' and other end has 3' to 5'. In this structure, you can see that one strand has a 5' to 3' and another has a 3' to 5'. The two polynucleotide chain are connected by base pair by weak hydrogen bonds. Base pairing always with one purine and one pyrimidine, that is adenine pairs with thymine by 2 hydrogen bond and guanine pairs with cytosine by 3 hydrogen bonds. This type of bonding is known as complementary base pairing. This pairing generates approximately uniform distance between the two strands of helix. Because of the specificity in the base pairing, the amount of purine is equal to pyrimidine, that is A plus G is equal to T plus C, and also the total amount of adenine is equal to that of thymine, and guanine is equal to that of cytosine. A is equal to T and G is equal to C. This is known as Chargaff's rule of base equivalence. This can also be written as A divided by T is equal to G divided by C is equal to 1, or A plus G is equal to T plus C. The two chains are coiled in a right-handed fashion, that is BDNA. It is also known as BDNA. The helix makes over complete turn at every 34 Armstrong or 3.4 nanometer along its length containing 10 nucleotides. Therefore, the distance between two nucleotides in an helix is 3.4 Armstrong or 0.34 nanometer, and the diameter of DNA molecule is 20 Armstrong. So, a distance between two nucleotides is around 0.3234 nanometer or 3.4 Armstrong. For outside of the helix, two types of grooves are produced by the helical twist. In a inside view of the structure, alternating wide or major groove of 2.2 nanometer width and narrow or minor groove of 1.2 nanometer width are seen. So overall, in a DNA structure, there are two types of grooves, major and minor. The inside groove, what you see is known as major groove, and the outside groove is known as minor groove. So by this I conclude my today's class. I hope you all understood the topic. Thank you.